Right. It's all up and running. It is indeed. Hello, everybody. Evening, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another live stream. Welcome, of course, to set number 6 of 10. Now, I know it's not 6 of the live streams that I've done. This is number 4. Yeah, this will be number 4. 4 of the live streams, but it's 6 sets out of the 10 that I would have been building. So today, as you can tell by the name of the live stream, and of course by the box you see in front of you, we are of course building the Red Bull racing car. So building another one of the top teams, 251 pieces in this one. I've just had a quick look through the instruction booklet because, as you can see, I've sort of got myself all set up ready to go. Ignore the fact that you got the cat's behind in the back of shot. She's just having her dinner. So we've got 106 steps to go in this one. So quite a short set, considering the fact it's 251 pieces. So yeah, so I mean, it should be relatively quick. Obviously, we're not going to rush it. We're going to, of course, take our time and whatnot, and just sort of chill out as we build it. So obviously, be sure to chat away in the chat any questions you may have, or if you want to share what your favorite Lego sets are and all that. If you have been building any of the F1 Speed Champions lately, let me know what one you've enjoyed building. If you have, built multiple sets, if you are like me and you're sort of having all the 10 teams, or you're only having a select number of the teams. So obviously, back of the box, literally no different to some of the others. Obviously, just gives you an alternative angle of what the finished car would look like, and a few other sort of cool shots. And obviously giving you what the real car would look like. Again, I do apologize. Camera quality I know is not fantastic. It is just a webcam I'm using. I did try to see if I could live stream it via my mobile phone to see if the camera quality would be any better. But to be honest, it was kind of more or less the same. So yeah. So I thought, like, just do it on the webcam because it's going to literally makes no difference. But anyway, let's pop the box down the side because we can use it as our rubbish bin. As always with these F1 Lego Speed Champion sets, if you haven't seen any of the streams before and you're sort of coming across it for the first time and like sort of seeing these sets being built for the first time, there's quite a unique system, but it's a different system than how most other sets probably would be built. You literally do 2 bags in sort of one steps. Well, I say one step, but in like at one time. So the first few steps are literally bags 1 and 2, and then once we've depleted the pieces in bags 1 and 2, we'll then move on to bags 3 and 4. And then once those are done, we then move on to bags 5 and 6. So the only way I can compare it so far at the moment, it was like when I was building my Lego Technic SF24, you was doing it bag by bag. So you would do bag 1, then bag 2, then bag 3, and so on. So that's how that went. But this is literally bag 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So you're doing them all together. So anyway, let's crack on. So we've got our typical chassis part, the little sort of base, ground zero, whatever you want to call it. Literally the same in all the sets. Still got 4 sets to go through, which is Racing Bulls, McLaren, Sauber, and the Williams. So obviously do let me know what one you would like to see next after this one, and then I'll do that one next. Hi Bidsy, how are we doing? So anyway, let's crack on and make a start. So I'm going to start on here and start with a nice bright red piece. Now we need step number 2. We need a grey piece and a black piece. So make sure that's the right one. What we're looking for 6 studs on top. Yep, that's the one. And then we want, how many studs is it? 3, 4, 5, 8 stud. Yeah, seems right to me. Looks like the one we need, so must be the one. So where we go, so we want like the sort of 2 most central studs on to balance it out. Yep, there we go. Same with this one. So that goes on like that. Lovely. Right, next piece. Nice bright yellow piece. So I'll go with this one and locking that onto there. So 3 steps in. Step number 4, we now need 2 of the red 2 studs. So there's one of them there. And should have another one somewhere. There it is, hiding in the back of the bag. So yeah, I don't know why with the Speed Champions sets they make you do 2 bags at a time. I guess it's to sort of speed it up a bit, unless you're sort of like taking your time and whatnot. But yeah, I guess it sort of speeds up. But I mean, to be fair, with other sets, like when I've done the Technic SF24, even though you had bags that were numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., most of those bags did have bags within bags. So some bags would have 1 bag within them, and then other ones would have like 2 bags and so on. You never really had more than 3 bags within a bigger bag. But you'd have like a couple of little bags. It's mainly because the bigger bag would have the bigger parts in, and the smaller bags would have all the tiny little fiddly pieces, which is essentially what they've kind of done here. So bag 1's got, I'll sort of hold it up a little bit closer, so you can see it's got like all the smaller pieces, and then obviously bag 2 has all the chunkier parts within it. So yeah, so I guess that's why they do it. So then you're not sort of searching for about 3 months trying to find one small part in a sea full of big parts. But yeah, it sort of is what it is, I guess. Anyway, let's move on to one of the horrible little bits I hate, which is little semicircular parts. So we've got one of those, and we need 2 of sort of black 90-degree angle pieces. So that's one of them there. Should be another one in the bag. There it is. It's just hiding. And if you are just joining in, then hello and welcome. So we've got that one to go there, and then this one needs to go not that way round, that way round. So that one goes on there, and then this one goes on like so. Just straighten it up, just make sure the piece is on as straight as it needs to be. Right. Now we need a flip over. Go for 2 1-stud yellows. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Go for 2 1-stud yellows, like so. And we need to go. Whereabouts do we need to go? Right on the edges. So essentially, where we put the big long black piece, we just gotta put 2 yellow pieces on underneath. Right, there we go. So flip it back over. Now we need yellow, sort of long yellow piece, 2 studs, which we have, and we need to go across the top of the yellow, right in the center. Oh, come on. There we go. Super duper. Right, now, step number 8. So we need one of the sort of axle looking pieces, which I'll look in bag 2, because usually 9 times out of 10 they're in bag 2, and sure enough, it is indeed. So that's that one, and we need 2 yellow sort of 90-degree angle pieces. I've got one out of the bag, so just need to grab the second one. There it is. Yeah, don't be shy, folks. Feel free to chat away in the chat. I'd love to know if you are currently building any Lego sets at the moment. You know, are you enjoying building your Lego set? Even if you're not building a set at the moment, obviously let us know what one has been your favorite set to build out of any sets that you have built in the past, or any sets that you're looking forward to building in the future. I know there's one that I'm looking forward to building soon, once I do eventually have the money to get hold of it, and that is the NASA Artemis rocket. Because if I get that one, that would become the most expensive set I would own. But not only would it be the most expensive set I own, it would also be the biggest set that I would own as well once completed, because it is quite a tall set. So as much as I would like to have it, I just wouldn't have anywhere to store it once it is built. So I'm going to sort of try and hold it for as long as possible until I can get somewhere that would adequately be able to store it, and then go out and buy it. Or I'll buy it, keep it in storage for a bit, and then once I've got somewhere to store it, I'll then build it, and it will be given its pride of place. All right, so I nearly went on to step 11 then, so I nearly went a couple of steps ahead of myself. So we've done step 9. We need to do step number 10. So starting to get some of the navy, that sort of classic navy blue of the Red Bull onto the car. See, we've already got the famous red and yellow of the Red Bull. Now we've got the navy blue now going on. So just need to put these nice smooth pieces. Niall with the thumbs up. Hello, Niall. Welcome. Hope you are having a fantastic day. Let's get that part onto there. The other one goes onto the other side, like so. Right, now we go on to step 11, the step that I nearly went on to because I nearly forgot about step 10. So I want 2 of those, and I need the sort of black axle. It's going to be fun to find in a sea of black parts. Now, I know some people would be like, why don't you tip it out onto the table? I know people that do tip like all of it out onto the table because it would make it easier to find. However, I preferably like to keep them in the bags because it just sort of keeps it all in one place and sort of prevents the fact that they're not splashed out on the table and then have the chance of like accidentally being launched somewhere. And not only that, I am working with quite a restricted space because this table is quite a tiny little table. So keeping the pieces in the bags just sort of saves space, I guess. Thank you for saying my name. No, you're welcome, Niall. You're welcome. It's nice to see fresh faces pop up on the streams. I know I have the regulars that pop by and watch the streams and stuff like that. So it's always nice to see a new face. So like to make people feel welcome, give a shout. Some people will comment and say that I'll give us a shout out, and I will sort of shout them out if people do ask nicely. But yeah, I saw your name pop up and yeah, had sort of due diligence, I guess, to sort of like say your name and say hello. Hello, Mr. Morley. Mr. Harrison Morley, fellow YouTuber extraordinaire who hasn't streamed for a while but is currently in the process of finishing off his Lego. I believe it's the Technic. I believe he was doing a Technic Land Rover. The Lego Technic Land Rover. He's just putting the final sort of pieces to that, and he's nearly finished with that set. Give us a shout out, Bidsy. Yeah, give. If anyone does, obviously use the old TikTok and I would say Instagram as well, but he's not really much of a Instagrammer, but he does do a load of TikTok videos, TikTok lives, and that kind of stuff. So if you like seeing sort of Siege gameplay, Call of Duty gameplay being streamed live onto TikTok, be sure to give Bidsy a follow. I can't quite remember his handle on TikTok, but feel free to chuck it in the comments. Bidsy, your TikTok, so that people can go and follow it if they want to see your Siege and Call of Duty lives. He hasn't done one for a while, but pretty sure he will eventually do another one at some point when he's bored. When he's bored, he'll do one. Right, so I need that circular one. Just make sure I haven't forgot anything. No, I haven't. Right, okay. It's that one. I need that one as well, and I need, if I can find it, that one. So I need to put that one on like so. Line it up so we don't have any issues. Line that one on as well. Just make sure that's lined up perfectly as well. And then that goes into there. And then when it wants to go through, I've got some important news coming about my Insta/YouTube/TikTok. Just got to get a couple of bits. Ooh la la. you have you, Mr. Morley. Got some important news coming up by the Insta, YouTube, TikTok. I think I know what you're referring to. I won't say anything because I've got a sneaky suspicion I might know what it's to do with. But as I said, I don't want to say anything because number one, I'm not, I don't like causing spoilers. I don't like to spoil things for other people and stuff. But yeah, there's a part of me that has a sneaky suspicion I might know what it could be referring to. But definitely looking forward to it. I believe I'm following you on Instagram anyway. I know I'm following you on YouTube. That's a complete given anyway. But yeah, in regards to, I think TikTok, I think I might be following you. I don't know, but then I don't really jump on TikTok that often. YouTube, as I say, I know I'm subscribed to you. Insta, I think I've got you followed. I'm not too sure. I need to get some recording equipment. Announcement coming soon. Watch this space, folks. Yeah, indeed. Watch the space. Not on my channel anyway, but definitely on Harrison Morley's YouTube channel. So be sure to go and give him a subscribe if you want to see what he has planned. But as I said, obviously he does do sort of Lego related bits as well. I think the last YouTube live Harrison Morley did was of the Lego Williams F1 car, which is the Nigel Mansell set, not the Speed Champions set. But yeah, I too will be obviously doing some other bits and pieces, as I've mentioned in the past on previous lives and stuff. I will be looking to do some vlogs and stuff. There was supposed to be, for those who may have not watched the live, not yesterday, I didn't end up doing one yesterday, but Monday when I built the Aston Martin, was supposed to do a vlog of a Milton Keynes trip to the Lego store with Harrison Morley and Bidsy, the two that are in the YouTube live at the moment. I took my equipment. I actually recorded the introductions before I was picked up by Harrison. But once we got there, I completely forgot. Even in the car, I forgot to record the sort of journey down in the car. I just completely and utterly forgot. I just focused on putting music on for road trips, like for the road trip, because I'd made some music for the road trip. And I just completely forgot about the recording. So I was like, okay. But we'll end up doing one eventually. There's probably going to be opportunities where we'll be back, where the three of us will be back in Milton Keynes. So I can always do another vlog there. I do want to do some vlog, well, a vlog in Norwich and stuff like that. I'm looking to go to other places as well that I want to do, but I'm waiting on one vital piece of equipment. I do want to get some better recording equipment than what I have, because technically I only have like a knackered old GoPro and my phone for recording. So I do want to get what is it? The DJI Osmo Pocket, I think it is. It's like a little sort of tracking handheld camera. So I do want to get hold of one of them, but they're just like really expensive. But not only that, I do want to not only just get that, but yeah, there's like sort of other things I want to do, but it's going to take a lot of money. A lot of money and quite a bit of time. I do have earmarked for September a vlog that I want to do. Like a Comic-Con vlog. I was going to do one last year, but I wasn't overly sure whether to do one or not. But this year, I'm going to decide that yes, I'm going to do a Comic Con vlog of the Norcon, but I've got to get my tickets for it first. So there will be that to come, hopefully, as long as A, I remember to buy the better camera equipment before, and then B, I've got to make sure I get my hotel booked, and I've got to get my ticket booked for it as well, for the event. Otherwise, it ain't happening. Right. Step number 15. And I need what we're looking at. We're looking at two little slope pieces like that. So that's one. Where's the other one? The other one's probably buried. No, I think I found it. I think I've got it. Come on. Out the bag you come. Yep, there we go. Beautiful, lovely stuff. Right. So these are just going on those little bits. Nope. It's the only trouble once you got bigger hands. Bigger your hands get, smaller and fiddlier the little bits are. Right, now we are doing number 16, and that is it's like the sort of cake trays, I guess you can call them. It's the sort of term they use in F1 for like the parts that sort of go around the brakes. They call them cake trays. Don't ask me why they call them cake trays or cake tins, but I think it's because they resemble like a cake, like a cake tray or a cake tin. They sort of resemble it. That's why they sort of call them that. But yeah, seems weird. Like, spend millions of dollars improving the evolution of F1 cars and stuff, and yet they have to make a sophisticated part that goes around the brakes, and they couldn't come up with a better name, so they just called it a cake tin. It'd have probably been better off just getting a cake tin and then literally just putting it over the top of the brake discs. Save them spending like $3-4 million just to build something to cover a brake disc. Right, anyway. I need to go. Which way are you going? This is going that way. And then this has got to go on there like that. I need there's two other bits I didn't pull out because I nearly forgot. This is two little grey bits. Yeah, I am genuinely looking forward to wanting to get the Artemis NASA rocket. I'm not in a rush to get it, but when I get that, I think I'm going to have so much fun building that one, because I do also want to get some of the sets that are retired as well. But I've seen a couple of places where I can get them. The only trouble is that they're really expensive. I say really expensive. They're more expensive than probably like what the set would have originally cost, just purely because it's now a retired set. So they're a little bit more sought after. Because I want to get the International Space Station, the Space Shuttle Discovery, and there's a couple of others as well that I want to go after. that are retired, especially the sort of space themed ones as well, being a bit of a space sneak. So it all kind of makes sense that I'd go for the space ones. It's the reason why I went for the F1 ones, because I do like F1. Fair enough. My favorite team is Ferrari, but I've already built two of the Ferrari cars. Well, I've built 3 Ferrari cars. I built the SF24 Technic. I built the SF24 Speed Champions. That was the very first one I built. And I've built the Ferrari F40. And there's a couple of Ferrari retired sets that I'm after. I think there's a F8 Tributo, and there's a... I'm trying to remember what the other one is. I think one's like an old Le Mans Ferrari, and there's a GT3 car, I believe. I think it's like the 488 or something like that. That I'm after, but they're retired sets as well. I do want to get the Daytona as well. I want to get the Lego Technic Ferrari Daytona SP3, but again, it's a good old chunk of change. So that one's a bit sort of like, I will get it. It's just not right away. I'm gonna have to learn to save my pennies and put my pennies aside before I can have something like that. Anyway, what do I need? I need 2 very odd looking bits, but they're not in bag 1. They look like standard Lego bits, but the 2 stud bits are like very odd looking. Yeah, I like to hear your guys' thoughts on what your favorite set has been to build out of what you have already built. What sets are you looking forward to getting as your next purchase if you are looking to buy another set? Even if there's not a set out that sort of takes your heart right now, but you would wish they made a set of what would you like to see? Like, what would Lego need to make in regards to set wise that for you to go, here, take my money, take all, here's my money, take all of it. Like, I'll have that. Because I mean, for me, they make NASA sets, they've made F1 sets, so I'm already one happy chappy. But I know there'll be people out there that wish that they'd made a set of a specific car or made a set of a specific, sort of set or something like that. I mean, I guess like I obviously mentioned it to my friends, Mr. Morley, and I believe Biddle was around when I said it as well. I'm not too sure. But if there was one set I would like Lego to make, like be commissioned to, get the license and be commissioned to actually get the parts so they can make it into a set, and I would instantly go out and buy it, is I would like them to do the Thunderbirds. And I mean the original Thunderbirds, not the Thunderbirds from the real life movie, and not the current animated Thunderbirds either. Like, it has to be the classic Thunderbirds. If Lego did sets on the classic Thunderbirds, I'd be, take my money, bang. Because I would love to build Thunderbird 1, Thunderbird 2, 3, 4, and Thunderbird 5 out of Lego. Sort of build them out of Lego and have Lego versions of the Thunderbirds. Because I used to have the die-cast, the the diecast as a kid. They never had Thunderbird 5, but you'd have Thunderbird 4, 3, 2, and 1. And number 2 was pretty awesome to have because it came with its cargo hold, which was removable as well. And inside the cargo hold would be Thunderbird 4, which was pretty awesome. So I used to have the old Tracy Island set as well, like play set, so all the diecasts would sit within them. That was a long time ago, though. Long time ago. Anyway, step 19. So we need one red one, and I need... It's got to be in the other bag, isn't it? Where is it? So I need those ones with the little hooks on, but I need the other one. I'll tell you what I will do. Let's just quickly get the... Well, I'll just give us just a little bit more light. I mean, I know it doesn't get dark now till like sort of about 9:30, 9:45 here in the UK. Now the days are longer and the nights are shorter. So there's still plenty of daylight out. The only trouble is my house is in such a weird orientation because the front of the house faces east with the rear of the house facing west, and I'm in the rear part of the house. So with the sun setting in the west, obviously the sun's coming through the window in the back, so I've got the curtain shut just to sort of block out some of the sunlight so that I'm not being bombarded in the face by sun glare, especially when the sun likes to bounce off one of the windows on the neighbours' houses and just sort of glare into my house. So we shall keep the glare out, keep the glare at bay. So that one goes there. That one then goes on to there, and then these are going on those ones there. Okie dokie. All right. So that's that one done. Step number 20. Nice big, smooth, shiny navy blue section. So I know Harrison absolutely loves the shiny pieces. So there we go. The nice, smooth, shiny piece of Lego in all its navy blue glory, and that is going on top of those ones. Before I add something in, but yeah. Right, anyway, so that is that one. That's step number 20. So step number 21, we need two pieces that are sort of flat on one side and circular on the back, which is that particular little piece, and I need two of them. There we go. Right, these two are going on the back of the red circular part. Well, on top of the red circular part, but towards the back. There we go. Now we need another one of sort of two stud with the little sort of bar going across the back of it. And this one is going actually to clip into here. And then actually latch down on top of those. Okay. 22 done. Number 23. Here comes the bombardment of the navy blue parts now. So we need one of the V shapes, and we also need don't need any more out of that one. So all the other parts are going to come out of this one. So we need one of our navy blue triangles. We also need navy blue smooth rectangle, and we also need a slight curved bit, which is not going to be in here. It's going to be in the other bag. When it doesn't want to hide. No, that's not it. Oh, no, it is in bag number 1. It was hiding the whole time. There we go. Right, just make sure it's the correct piece. It is indeed. I nearly sent bag 2 flying off the table. Woohoo! That was close. Right. Number 1. So we need that one there. And then we are going rectangular part up here when it wants to go on. There we go. The little curved part goes in front of it, and then the triangle goes just underneath it. Okay. Right. Sticker time. Got the tweezers, which come in very handy, especially for the smaller stickers. I've got quite a few of them as well. So we need sticker number 13. So it'd be on. There's 2 of them that are number 13, but one is obviously for one side, whereas the other's for the other side. Let's just move it over just a little bit. There we go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, and we also need sticker number 11. Now, lucky enough, there's 2 of these stickers that are exactly the same, but one's number 10, the other one's number 11. It's just a little Red Bull sticker I did. There's 2 of them that are number 13. So, let's do that. There we go. Just move it down. Make sure it just adheses properly. And we are going next to this navy piece. So we go on like that. There we go. Right. Let's put the tweezers back there. Let's move sticker sheet back over there so it's within reach, but out of the way for the time being, because we're going to need it again in a minute, because need to now do the opposite side. So another one of those, another triangle piece, the other navy curved style piece, and then the navy V-studded piece. And essentially just need to copy what we did, only this time doing it in reverse, but for some reason Right, okay. It was playing tricks with my eyes. I sort of put it on and it looked like it was not the right one, and then sort of lined it up with the other one, took a look, and I was like, actually, no, it is right. It's playing with my eyes. It was trying to play some illusions. Right. So that one. Try to be as gentle as I can, putting the stickers down. Ooh. There we go. So Red Bull on there. Yeah, I know some people will obviously be tuning into the live, seeing me build the Speed Champions version, and like, hang on, it doesn't match the car on the thumbnail. I know it doesn't. It didn't do it for the Haas. It didn't do it for the Alpine or the Aston Martin. It's because the thumbnails I've asked ChatGPT to render images, and even though I tell it I'm doing a Speed Champions set and not the miniature F1 cars, because I know there are like the tiny little sort of Lego City versions of these F1 cars. So even though I tell it specifically I'm doing Speed Champions and not the Lego City ones, it still renders an image of the sort of Lego City versions for some unknown reason. I don't know why, but that is AI for you, I suppose. I haven't got to worry about a robotic uprising because of the AI anytime soon. Right. And that's that one done. So let's pop those back there. So that is that side done. Okay. Step 25. Back to the underside of the car, and we need quite a small little handful of pieces for this one. So we need, how many studs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 8. Right, yes, it's that one. And we also need, not that one. That one, but not particularly that one in particular, because it's going to be for the other side. So I'll put those two aside. Where? There's the piece I want. So I need that one, and I need two tiny sort of little, sort of almost sort of trivial pursuit, like counter shape bits. There we go, and that one goes there. So we need to take this. That goes like that. That one goes on like that. Make sure line it up all properly. And we are going to go essentially along the side. So that it goes like that, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. And then step 26, exactly the same. So that one like that. 2 like that. And then those 2, well, and then they go like that. Now we're on to 27. Oh, we're actually sticking with the underside. Another 8-piece. It's that 8 stud, and we are looking at now these 2 big bits. Okay. Right. So that's got to go. That's got to go in there when it wants to. Like so. And then these parts have to go that way, I'm guessing. So if I hold. Yeah, okay. Right. I see how we're going. So like that. And then that one goes on like that. So then so that, and from the top half it looks like that. Right, okay. All right, so sticking with the bottom side for step 28, we need 6 stud, and well, we need the awkward shape bits. So those 2, and then 2 black 1 studs. Okay, so step 28-1, we need 1 stud up on the corner. Turn that, there we are. And we need that one to go on top of there. Didn't actually read it properly. I need 2 of those 6 stud. There we are. So then the other one is essentially I just do what I just did. Only I put the 1 stud on the opposite side. And like so. Right. And then it's, so where are these go? So these are going, so it's sort of pointing them to an area, but it doesn't really make it clear. So they go in that way. Yes, it seemed to head sort of back towards. Okay, right. Now it makes sense. Now that makes sense. That makes plenty of sense. Super duper. Right. Now we're back on the top. Try not to kick my table too hard because I don't want to be sending me drink everywhere. blackcurrant squash. Don't be sending that everywhere. Otherwise that will be staining stuff. And we need these 2 parts. And these are going to go behind the red bit. So that one goes on that side. And that goes like that. There we go. All right. Cooking the gas. So that one. That one. Nearly done with bags 1 and 2. Now there will be some bits left over, but that's just where they've put like an additional part in. So I guess in case you lose one, you've still got a backup to grab. But yeah, that's why I ensure I'm super careful with the pieces and keep them in the bags, because then that way, if I do have any spare bits, they can stay put. But I may actually get a proper storage box for the Lego and actually put like the Lego pieces in the box, because then I can proper OCD sort them out between like what of 4 bits and stuff like that. Like not so much color coordinate them, but I could just be like, oh, these are all 1 stud bits, so they can go in here. These are all the semicircle bits, they can go in here. These are all 4 stud flats, they can go in there, and vice versa. Right. You are to go on there. Same with you. Just on the other side. So there you go, like that. So that's 30 steps done. I need the other 2 bits, similar to 2 bits I just used. Only they go in the opposite. Yeah, so they face the opposite direction. Like so, and then 2 curved bits. And these are going to essentially follow the corner sections that we've just done. There we go. That is 32 done. And now we want the final 2 bits, because the only part left in bag 2 now is the hair that belongs to the driver. The blonde hair piece. We don't need that bit, because our minifigure's got his helmet on, because that's what I'm doing with all the Lego minifigures for the race cars. Well, for the F1 cars, is that I'm putting them in there with their race helmets. Right, so those 2 bits, and we need to put one of these. Spin it round, stick it to the bottom. The other one needs the same, just the other way round. Okay. And then navy blue goes on top. Well, the navy flat 4 goes on top. Right, okay. And then these will go so they're going to go that way round. They go on the on the greys and on the blacks there. Although there's a bit more detailed, like it sort of actually shows that it's channeling the air sort of up and down and in through the floor in a way. I'll try and show it to you. I don't know. Well, you may just be able to see it. So, got like this smooth part here. It comes up and it comes down through here, channels across out into the sort of like the back end of the car, sort of just over here. Pretty cool, actually. But then I would say that because that's me. So one of them. I have a feeling that these are going to be the last two bits. So I have a feeling those other little bits are just spares. Yeah, because on the next page it says bags 3 to 4. So we don't need that bag anymore because that's just a few little spare bits. And then these two. Go on like that. So bag 3 and bag number 4. Let's have a quick drink. Good old guzzle. We need that one. And that one. So let's get these bags open. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, be sure to leave a like if you are enjoying the YouTube live of the builds. Do apologize that I didn't do a YouTube live build of the Ferrari F1 car and Mercedes. I didn't think of live streaming them at the time when I built those two. But you're seeing the other 8. Oh, excuse me. Seeing the other 8 cars getting built, so it's not too bad. Plus, it's probably easy to find on YouTube someone who's done a full video series where they've built all 10 cars. To be fair, so people are catered for. So that one goes in there. I need the other one if I can find it. There it is. So I know exactly what those parts will be for. They'll be to probably clamp down the halo once we get nearer to the end of the build. Right, so number 36, we need 2 navy 1 studs. Nope. Nearly had it. I had it, but it was coming out with another piece. So I went to try and let the other piece disappear, but in doing so, I let the navy bit make a run for it. And we want sort of 2 black circular bits. Well, there's one of them. So it's that one there. And where are you? Should be another one in here somewhere. Is that it? Down there? No. Where are you? Sometimes you tend to find that the two bits you'll find in one bit will be in one bag, and then another bit, well, and then the same piece will end up in the other bag. But we found them. We've managed to find them. So these are going on there, and then the navy one studs are going on there. Okay, so step 36 done. Step 37, I need two bits that look the same, but they're a bit of a mirror image of each other. It's that one, big chunky navy bit, and that one. So that was that one, and that one's that one. And I need stickers 5 and 9. Sticker number 5 and 9. These two. So start with sticker 5. No, don't stick to my finger. Don't want you sticking to my finger. I want you to remain on the tweezers. There we go. So that's that one on. And now we need sticker number 9. Get it to peel off. There we are. Go. Beautiful. Lovely jubbly. Right. So let's move those back over there a second. So the top one needs to connect on to the blue and the red. Going down onto the black on there. And that's the same for that one on that side. Right, okay. All right. Step 38. This is where we'll find that we'll start doing quite a load more of the sticker side of things. Quite long bits, aren't they? So they should be in this bit. And sure enough, one of them is. So the other one should be here somewhere. Okay, so those two like that. Back to the stickers. And we need number 17 and 19. So come on down. These are sort of weird curved stickers. Most stickers I've done on other models up until this point have just had sort of standard stickers that actually follow the shape of the Lego piece. This one actually has a sort of peculiar shaped sticker that doesn't actually follow the shape of the part it goes on. The sticker sort of has a thin part and then it goes out into a thicker part. Right. And what was the other one? Number 19. So we need to go peel that one off of that. And then this is going to go up across there. That was satisfying, I'm not going to lie. And then that one sits in there. And that one sits in there like that. Oh, the lineup of the stickers was actually pretty well done. It's lined the sort of red line up on the stickers quite well. Should give myself a pat on the shoulder for that one. All right. 2 more of these navy flat rectangles. Picked what I thought was one up, but it wasn't. It was a little rectangular wedge. All right, so 2 of these, and we need stickers 12 and 14. Sticker number 12. There we go. Let's just quickly put sticker 12 on. Let's say sticker 12. Let's put number 12 on. So that one goes like that. And that one's got to go on that way. So there we go. So that one there, and then we go on like that. Beautiful, absolutely pucker. Right, number 40. So some weird bit which I've only seen one other time, which was building the Aston Martin, and it's this little piece on the Ferrari, the Haas, and the Alpine and the Merc. I've not seen this particular bit, but on the Aston Martin has a piece like this, which is quite an oddball looking bit, but I guess it gives it some uniqueness. Right, so that bit there. Oh, the next part's a proper unique bit. So we need that bit that I've seen on pretty much most of the sets I've done. It's just in different color. But the next bit I need is a Lego shape I've not come across in any of the F1 sets. Well, in any of the F1 Speed Champion sets. So I'll just hold up the first bit. So this bit I've come across in almost all the sets I've done so far, which is a 4 stud on the front, which you sort of see there. And then it has 2 little studs on the back there. The bit in my hand is this is the first time I've come across this bit. So it's got 2 studs on the top, and then it's like a smooth part, and then there's like 2 little cutouts on the sides. Again, obviously I apologize that the camera's not like the best, but yeah, it's a very unique looking part. So there you go, like that. And then I need 2 of these ones that I've seen before, but I've seen them mainly in a black color, not in the yellow. Call me mellow yellow. Don't know why I randomly said that, but okay. Call me mellow yellow. Song started coming to my head. Right, so that goes on like that. Step 43. Now need a yellow wedge shaped piece, which is that part, which is going to go on the top of that, facing that way. And then we want to go upside, well, rotate that way. And then that's going there. And then it's saying I need a 2 stud piece, 2 stud red bit, which is to go there. Pinch me skin underneath the other side of it. And then we need another nice shiny smooth piece, just effectively a yellow oval, which is to go on to cover that up, and then rotate it back up. And then we need, you all go back in there. We need what part? So only one that's got like a. No, it's not that bit. I don't think it's in those bits, so I think it's going to probably be in here. Chances are it's going to be in the other side. I need the yellow circle 1 stud. No, it's not in there, so it means it is going to be in here. And sure enough, I'll stop looking for it. It rears its head. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so that was the part I was looking for the whole time. It just decided to make itself look different because you're showing it with the 1 stud. Sat in the back like that. Right. So that's that. And then this, step 47, all this goes in front of that. So that sits in like that. Okay, now step 48. one of them. And I need one of the engine cover bits. Now, which... yes, it's telling me left-hand side. Oh, sorry, not left-hand side, right-hand side. So there, and then that's got to go... It goes in there. It needs to wiggle over more into the middle, and then I essentially just need to copy that step for the other step. So literally steps 48 and 49, literally just a cut, a copy and paste of each other. So we are starting to look a little more Red Bull-esque. So this is the progress at the moment. So you see we've got the sort of the engine cover on with the legendary Red Bull, got some of the sticker bits on. The engine cover looks a little more yellow than I previously thought it was. I was like, hang on, I swear the top of the Red Bull was never that yellow, but it's because it's all doing like the airbox part sort of goes down onto the engine cover, but obviously they've obviously made this a bit more yellow, I guess. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Okay, I said like 48 and 49 were the same, but I've obviously missed a step between 48 and 49. 49 is to put a piece just to put a piece in the sort of goes into the center of it. So what I'll do is I'll take these two bits out. This is the trouble when you sort of go like, okay, I'll copy this bit, I'll copy that bit. Other bits sneak their way in. So this is another weird, sort of very odd looking bit. It's just it's probably like the world's thinnest bit of Lego, but it almost looks like a ski. If I grab the minifigure a minute, Max Verstappen. So if I put it on the bottom of the minifigure's leg, it looks like a ski. Give him another one. He may be ready for Winter Olympics to go and do the ski jumps. AI stories that will make you giggle. What's up, big dude? What's up? Hello, how are we doing? Welcome. Right, so it's saying that this bit's got to go in, but it doesn't specifically say how it goes in. I'm guessing it goes like that, and then it sits itself in there. I don't know. I guess it's sort of supposed to. I guess it's supposed to replicate like a shark, like the what they call in F1 the shark fin. Oh, this is going to drive my OCD mad now because it's not quite in the middle. Like, I haven't got the line sort of down the middle, so that drives me a little bit nutty. Let's say the real F1 car didn't have a little red shark fin, but they've given this model a little red shark fin. Odd. Okay. It's a little bit strange, but we shall move on. Right. What do we need now? We need one navy stud. We also need other bits that I don't think are in that bag. No. So we'll move that bag to the side. We need one of them. We also need, when I can grab hold of it, one of those ones, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. One of those. And we also need one of these. But I've got the one that's the wrong orientation. Of course I have. There we go. So I need to take the two, turn this around, and then I've got to I need to put a Visa sticker on it upside down. Okay, sticker number 20. So again with the tweezers, just going to pry it off the sticker sheet, grab that. So upside down. Ooh. Off we come off. There we go. That's a little bit better. So that is upside down. So we need to take that, pair it with that one. So they go like that. Ooh. And then we take the one stud for that to go there, and then this needs to go that way, go on like that, and then we need to put the Oracle sticker on that side. So what sticker is it requesting? Number 7. 7. Then Goodman, eat your heart out. There we go. One Oracle sticker on. So we need to put this on, and this is going to go into where that one is. Okay. And then it's and then it's effectively just all those steps copied again. just to do the other side. So one of those, that one in the opposite direction, one of those, and then into bag number 3 for one of the small navy ones. There we go. So that way for the backwards sticker 16 this time round. And we go, just put it over just a little bit more. So just on a little bit of an angle, but it's fine. These sets will be looked at from afar anyway, so it's not too big of an issue because I now have a proper display cabinet set up, which currently sits behind me in that direction. The direction my thumb's pointing, and I put my thumb in an awkward angle, but it sits on a wall that's literally sort of sat behind me. It's going to go in there with the other F1 cars that have been built. Some of the F1 cars were stored in my other display cabinet. One was stored in the living room for my wife to look at because she decided to put it on top of the fireplace. But now I've built a full-on display cabinet to put all 10 of the F1 cars, well, all 10 teams in one place so they can all be displayed alongside one another. So that one goes on there, spin it around, and then this goes onto there. Fantastic. Right, let's move them over. And we are done on that page. Page 56 with step 54. Little quiet today, which is very, very odd. But I have seen people sort of dip in, dip out, and whatnot. But no, feel free to dip in and say hello, hang out for a little bit. Come and chill out. The more the merrier. Two of those. Back to the stickers again. And this time we want stickers 22 and 24, and those are the Mobile 1 stickers. So grab that one. Same for one of the stickers. This will go on upside down because it's going to be for the opposite side to where the other one will go. So we'll do that one. And then this one's got to go the other way around. So we shall stick that one down like that. And these are going just next to the Visa logos. Like that. There we go. I'm actually quite proud of myself with those stickers on the top, being able to get them on their individual pieces in pretty much a good place that it keeps the red line almost consistent throughout. Yeah, love it. Okay, so into the depths of a load of dark black segments. We've got black spoon bits for the wing mirrors. We've got sort of black spare claw bits and numerous other little black bits of Lego that are going to have a purpose at some point. So there's one of those sort of claw stud ones that I need. Just need to find another one of them. And there we go. Found one. Right. These are to go. Where are we looking at? Okay. So on top of the little circular bits we put on earlier. So that one's going on there. I guess they say just overlap on the size of the figure. So, well, that's all size that we just did. So I'm guessing it's how it goes. All right, so back into bag number 4. That bit onto there. 57. We need that one, and we need another bit that's not in there, so it's probably going to be within this bag, and I think I may have it. Yeah, there we go. And we are going yet a bit on there. Oh, didn't want that bit to fall in there. Want it to go on there, that's it. 58. Steering wheel plug-in time. So take the little steering wheel out. And I need this tiny little plinth that's going to go on. So the another generic little steering wheel. And this is going top of that other black bit that we put in earlier. Well, put in just a moment ago. There we are. Right. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to put our mini Max. Max Verstappen. I know it says not to put the minifigures in yet. She's got to sort of build the rest of them. But to be fair, being as we sort of built in and around the cockpit that they're going to sit in anyway, I think we can get away with popping them in. So he's saying his car ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So need that one and that one, and these are going to go underneath and next door to that bit. There we are. Sure, I've missed a bit. No. Right, so I need that part for the front axle. Looks like we're oh, excuse me. Looks like we're going to definitely be doing the rear wing in this bag as well. Usually a rarity that usually doesn't have to sort of bags 5 and 6. Like that's what happens towards the back end. Some rear wings are done in bags 3 and 4. Others are usually done in the last 2 bags. So that one goes on there. That one goes on there. And then this is to go there. No, nearly glossed over a step then. So I need that black one, and I need that one. And these 2 are going on the top. So that one goes on there. That one goes there. There we go. Right. Rotate the car. Rotate. And we need one of the navy blue wedges, which it's in bag 3, not bag 4. Don't know why I immediately looked in bag 4. Where's the other one? There it is. Oh, don't need two of them out yet, but I've taken them both out just so I've seen, because they'll both be stickered bits. I need another one of those. So essentially I need 4 of those bits. So that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Tra la 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 la. Right. So that one's going to go there. One's going to go on the underside, and then the wedge sits on the top. So that one goes on there. That one goes across the bottom. And then that one's going to go that way. That one's going to go that way. And I need the buy bit sticker of number 18, and that will be for the right hand side. So if I flip it round, So there I am. These are both stickered at number 18. I'll say stickered at number 18. They're both numbered at 18. So that bybit piece goes on there, and then on this side, take the other sticker. Down. Hey Aaron, how are we doing? Good evening to you. Hope your day's been all good. You've been enjoying the sunshine. Right, so that's those two done. So I've essentially done step 62 and step 64 because they're essentially a copy and paste of each other. So I've literally done 2 steps in one. And I'm essentially about to do that again because we're doing the little sort of front entry sort of the front of the sort of Venturi tunnel floors. We're doing like the little sort of teeth parts that sort of channel the air through into the floor. So this side, and that's going to go on there. Well, nearly had it stuck on in sort of one move, but it didn't quite happen. There we are. So those go on there. So that's step 62, 63, 64, and 65. Because they're literally copy and paste of each other. I'm good, thanks. And they been good. Just been to work, which was hot, but all good. Yeah. I've had mates say that it's too hot and stuff like that. To be fair, I always say that with me, it's never always the heat that like makes me feel hot. It's always the mugginess and the humidity side of things that gets to me, and that's what makes me feel hot. But if it's the actual heat itself, then I don't feel too bad. I never feel too bad if it's just the general heat, but when it's the heat plus the humidity and the mugginess all rolled into one, then that's when it takes effect. And then I feel like I can't breathe, and then really struggle with energy levels because then I get really like it just feels like I'm just having everything sapped out of me, having the energy, the enthusiasm, and all that just feels like a life force that's just sort of slowly drains away because of just how hot it, like just because of the humidity and the mugginess. As I said, if it's like just the heat on its own, it's usually not too bad. I mean, to be fair, I've not actually been out today at all. I've not stepped foot outside once today, so I can't sort of say that. Oh yeah, it's been like really muggy or really humid today. But judging from what some people have said, it's been a bit unpleasant outside, but yeah, I sort of stayed indoors. Didn't really have any money or any plans to sort of go outside. I'm pretty sure if one of my mates had mentioned the Magic Clubhouse word, I probably would have gone out. I'd gone out with them for a bite to eat, but yeah. But other than that, I've just had a quiet day, just sat indoors. I played one of my video games earlier, which was Car Mechanic Simulator. Not the 2021 edition. I played the 2018 edition because I only have. Well, I've got two versions of Car Mechanic Sim. I've got the 2018 version, which I have on the PC, and that's got PC, like it's got the Steam Workshop mods on it, as well as all the DLCs, because I bought the rest of the DLCs earlier today. And then on the Xbox Series S, I have Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, which has some DLCs on it, but it doesn't have all of them. But I didn't play that one because I haven't had the Xbox on at all today. I've just had the PC on. So I sort of played Car Mechanic Sim 18 for a bit. And then I was like, oh yeah, let me set up the stream for tonight. So set up the stream for tonight. Played Car Mechanic Sim for a bit longer and then saved my progress, came off of that. And then went on to Prime Video just to watch something to kill a bit of time and noticed that they have the original 1968 Thunderbirds Are Go movie on there, which is the one when the Thunderbirds attempt to save like Zero X, which is like an experimental vehicle that's meant to sort of like fly to Mars and stuff. So I ended up watching that. And then literally just before I streamed, I watched a couple of classic episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine. And I'm not talking the animated version of Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm talking about the proper old Thomas the Tank Engine when it was the model railway set that they would sort of film and use. I was using a steamer at work, so I was hot, but lucky I had a fan near me. Yeah, good idea. Definitely have a fan near you, especially if you're using a steamer. I've been playing Minecraft loads, but might play. I cannot wait too soon. Okay, nice. Nice. I used to play Minecraft, but then I just sort of found myself get really bored really quickly of it, especially if you don't really have like anybody to play with. And the trouble is, I'm not 100% certain if Minecraft is like cross-play compatible. So like, I don't know if PS5 could play with Xbox Series X players or like PC players could play with. You get the idea. I don't know whether that is the case or not. Because I mean, I know most games nowadays are sort of like cross-play compatible and all that, but you got to think. I think Minecraft came out long before like the whole cross-play thing became a thing. So I don't know whether they've been able to actually make it cross-play compatible. It could be. I may have just been so ignorant that I've not realised, but I genuinely don't know. Right, okay, so that's the spoon mirror. Yes, that's the spoon mirror in. I was trying to think of the words I was trying to say then. Right, okay. And this is quite a unique one as well, because it seems to be saying to put the... It seems like it's saying to put the halo in now. Which again is slightly odd because usually doing the halo part is sort of one of the last things you would do before it tells you to sort of do the tires, because it will tell you to pop the halo on, put the tires on, and then clip the halo down, and job done. So it's a bit surprising, but I'm trying to look for the other piece that goes on the other side. There it is. So I need two bits that are the same, but they go on either ends of this little circular bit of plastic. It's like a long tube. Yeah, see, because it's saying to put it on now, which is a little bizarre, because this part is usually not done until bags 5 and 6. Because as I mentioned, it's sort of one of the steps that's sort of near the end. Let's see, is this going to say this actually got a hook bit on the front? Yeah, apparently it's going to have a hook bit on the front, but unlike the others, there's usually like a little circular bit with a hole in the middle that it'll hook down into the front of. But this weirdly doesn't have that. So I'm not going to lie, it has taken me a little bit by surprise and sort of thrown me off my game a bit, because I'm so used to this. It's saying about even like putting the halo down now, which is weird, because that stage isn't usually done until right at the very end, but this is step 72. I mean, I guess kind of in a way it is towards the back end of the build, because as I go send the box flying, I guess it is sort of towards the back end of the build, because this is only 106 steps, so we're nearly there. Yeah, it just felt a bit odd. Felt a bit odd to be doing it now out of bags 3 and 4 when yeah, as I said, like in the other bags, it's not usually done until sort of final 2 bags. But hey, what do I know? So that one goes on there. Right, now we get onto we're getting onto the rear wing section. So I need not that bit. I need that one. And I'm going to need those bits, so I will take that other one out, because I'm going to need that at some point, I feel. So take that, take that, and that's going to go... It's going to go that way. Right, okay. And on top of that, we need sticker number 1. I think a PlayStation and Xbox can play together, as I can see on Google. Okay, so maybe they have got crossplay on Minecraft then. I've just never known whether it has had it or not. As I say, it probably never had it before, but it's got to be a relatively new thing, I'm assuming. Like I said, I don't play Minecraft enough to do it. I mean, it's like Roblox. I used to play Roblox, but now I very rarely touch Roblox. As a matter of fact, I haven't played Roblox in such a long time. I don't even have it on my console anymore. So if that's that way, that's got to go that way. So I'm just trying to make sure that this sticker actually goes on. Goes on the correct way round, because I don't want to be screwing it up. Right, okay, so that goes on there. And then we need this red bit and a grey bit. I only had Roblox to watch a Lil Nas X concert. Fair play. I mean, each to their own. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really play much. Like, I didn't play like all the games that were like all the sort of mini games, I guess, on Roblox. I played like a sort of, I think one was called like Croydon Bus or something like that. So it was essentially like a bus sim, like a Roblox bus simulator. I sort of played that, and then what was the others I played? I know years ago there was like a Wipeout challenge one where like you sort of did like a Wipeout, like there obviously was a TV program called Wipeout where you had like the big red balls that you jump across and stuff like that. Well, someone had obviously made that in Roblox. They made a Roblox version out of it, and I sort of played that for a bit. Yeah, there's like a train sim one that I played on there, and yeah, like they were only really the ones I played. I didn't really sort of play any of the others. But yeah, that, I guess it's just because those ones were the ones that sort of took, like, I took a shine to. The others never, like all the other sort of mini game bits didn't really sort of satisfy, I guess. Right, so this has got to go. I'm just trying to think. So that's going to go that way. That needs to go that way. That's to go that way, in it. Yeah. Just make sure I put it on right way around. I have a feeling if I'd carried on going the way I was originally going to go, I would have ended up having a sticker upside down, and we don't want to be doing that. Right, okay, yeah. So the grey 2-bit needs to have the sort of navy blue bits facing it. Yeah, and they do. Fantastic. Right, so another one of those. Another one of those. Harrison Morley. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're getting through it. Nearly at the end of bags 4 and 3. Actually doing the rear wing, and we've done the halo on bags 3 and 4, when usually they're bags 5 and 6. Or usually you'll get the rear wing on bag 3, but then the halo's usually in sort of bags 5 and 6. Right, so that one goes like that. I've actually noticed with this one doesn't seem to have its, like the little black stud that has like the silver white dots on it to make out for it to be the little rain light. I've not come across that step yet, which is a little surprising. Right, so that's that way. This is going bottom side. So that one goes on there. That one goes on there. So that's those ones. That's step 79. Step number 80. So I need the 2 of those. I don't necessarily need the 2 of those, but step 80 and 81 are essentially the same pieces because it's the same step repeated twice. 2 of those, and I need 2 of those. And we need a sticker. So I need the Mobile 1 sticker number 2. They're both numbered number 2, so have you completed the Lander yet, Harrison? Is the Land Rover all done? Or not quite yet? Oh, so these 2 little bits, I need another 2 to do the other side. So there you go. So they go like that. So it looks like that. And then that one goes on like that. So that makes that bit. And then you've got that side. That goes that way round. Okay. All right. So that goes that way round. And then another 2 of those tiny little pieces. Oh, scratch my arm. Got an itch on the old arm. Right, so step 81, again, it's literally just copy and paste what I've just done. So that one on there. That one goes on there. That one goes like that. Let's grab the other sticker for it. So Mobile 1 sticker. Get that one down. So that's that sticker on. That's those on. Lovely. Just move the model a little bit closer forward. Right. Now to try and pop that onto the back. There we go. We are now on. Take that one out. Take that bit out because that's essentially the back of the rear wing, and then those 2 bits done. I wonder actually, step 5 is it going to have the little brain light bit. Yeah, I already see it. Yeah, which is weird. I'm doing a 1 year world where I'm building in one world for a year to see how much I can get built, etc. All right, okay. So literally, like enter one world, stay in that for a full calendar year, see how much you can get built within there, and then once the year's up, move to another world, and then sort of basically repeat that process. That's cool. That's pretty cool. See, I don't think I'd ever have the patience to do something like that. I'd end up getting to the point where I'd get bored of being like, oh, going on to Minecraft and just back to building stuff again. Like, especially if I was doing it on my own. Like, if I was doing it with someone else and they were just as enthusiastic as I was to be able to do that, then I'd probably be able to see like the whole thing out. But just to sort of do it on my own, I think I would just get very bored very quickly, and then just ultimately lose interest in doing it. Right, I need the Oracle sticker to pop onto the back. There we go. So that goes onto the back there. Right. Step number 85, and then we have officially done bags 3 and 4. So I need that bit, and I need one of those, and then those are just spare little bits. Okay, so that's going to go in that way, which means that one's on at an angle, which means this is not going to be a. This is going to be. Yeah, this is going to be a fiddly little bit. There we go. So that goes in there, and then this. Goes onto there. It's a bit weird where that sits, because it sort of sits just high up, but to be fair, it is sort of catching. I mean, it's all right there. It's all right there. It is okay. It's not. Doesn't matter. It's not sort of up super close to where it needs to be. Right. Let's get the final 2 bags open. I will probably stay in the same world, but probably move to a different area in the world. And then connect year 1 world to year 2, but I'm not sure yet. And I just put Spotify on and listen to music and play. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's one way to be able to sort of pass the time and get over the sort of boredom side of it, I guess. But okay, so yes, instead of sort of moving worlds, just literally be like, okay, start in one area, stay in that area for a year, build something, go to another, like stay in the same world, go to another area, build over there, yeah, and then ultimately, as you say, like pull it all together in the end. Still pretty neat. Yeah, I'd love to put music on whilst I'm doing this, but the only trouble is that if I do, you then get copyrights and copyright strikes and all that, and yeah, I don't really want or need all that hassle. So yeah, I tend not to. I mean, it can get a little boring the fact that there's no music on in the background, but it sort of is what it is. Just have to make do with a bad situation. You've got through that set quick. I know. I'm on the final 2 bags, and I don't actually have a lot of steps left because, oddly enough, this Red Bull set only has 106 steps. Only 106, 251 pieces, and it's all done in 106 steps. So, yeah, I guess if you're looking for a quick set, Harrison, get yourself the Red Bull. Get yourself the Speed Champions Red Bull, build the Red Bull, knock it out in like next to no time. 106 steps, bosh. I mean, step 87, and I'm already doing the sort of wheel winglets, sort of partial wheel arches, whatever people want to call them. The tiny little fairings that go over the top of the front wheels. I'm already doing that bit. Usually I'm well into step 100 and something or whatever it is. Because I think the other sets have been like nearly 200, like close to 200 odd steps. So it boggles my mind that this particular set, this Red Bull set, is only 106 steps. Like, it just baffles me. I'm like, how the hell is this one only 106 steps? Like, how? Like, please, I beg, I want to know, how is it only this many number of steps? Right, okay, so let's not deal with that one. I've sort of done that one because nearest makes no difference. Because sort of doing them in the same, just minus that this one's got to have the red bit in, the other one doesn't have to have the red bit in. That's that one. So let's get the hard rock sticker on. There we go. Make sure that's on nicely. Right, so this is where I'm probably going to, yeah, just partially sort of pop it in through there. Right, so I don't need to set now. Because I mean, this is another thing that makes me laugh as well, is that I'm now onto the front wing, and the front wing's usually in bag 3 and 4. Because you usually do the front wing before the rear wing. But in this one, you do the rear wing before the front wing. To be fair, a couple of sets have been like that, where you do the rear wing, then the front wing, or other ones have been front wing, then rear wing. But it's been quite a while since I've done one where it's the rear wing first, then the front wing. Because most of the other ones I've done, they've been front wing first, then the rear. Like the rear wing towards the end. So it's completely thrown me off. Like really thrown me off. We're going to need that nose cone bit at some point, so we'll have that bit out. We'll also have that little HRC bit out because we'll be needing that as well. What parts do I need first? I need that bit, and I also need. I don't need a V-shape bit. I need. That's the bit. The force, the long force. I heard from Rachel, by the way. Oh, okay. Okay, so she got back in touch. Yeah, fair enough. No, she never mentioned anything to me that you got in touch with her. No, she never said anything, but okay. That's nice to know she's got back to you. Yeah, so sometimes trying to get hold of her is like trying to get hold of gold dust. It brings you utmost joy if you are able to get a response back. Sometimes you have to wait a little while. Well, sometimes you have to wait a few days and she'll get back to you. Sometimes she won't get back to you. Other days she will sort of reply straight back. It sort of depends if she's A, got a phone on her, and B, if the phone is actually switched on. But I know after I live streamed yesterday, I did. I think I mentioned to her that you had sort of popped on my live stream and were mentioning about sort of trying to get back in touch with her. So I think I mentioned it to her. I may have done, I may have not. I generally can't remember. Funny enough, has a joined this stream. That makes no sense to me at all. Funny enough, has a joined this stream. ¿Inglés? ¿Qué? Por favor? I think I know what you're trying to say by that, but there's a part of me that's like just like I don't understand it. Like the sentence makes no sense to me. Stupid autocorrect. Yeah, autocorrect's one of those that you type in, you think, yeah, I've typed it right, and then you send it, and then you realise, and it's autocorrected it and made your comments sound like really half-assed. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Rachel's never really like watched my YouTube lives. Like, she's never really sort of like jumped into the YouTube lives and sort of like chatted through on them. I mean, she doesn't need to. She literally lives in the same house. Like, she literally sits in the room. Like, literally sits in the next room, and 9 times out of 10, she can hear me bloody talk anyway. Which is usually quite funny. Like, sits in the opposite room and she can hear every word I say. Like, comes into the same room and you talk to her, she cops to deafen. Like, be in the same room, you'll say something to her and it's like, pardon? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Goes in another room, you say something and you get an automatic response. I mean, as I joined this stream just now, she texted me. Right, okay. Okay, so as you was joining to watch this stream, that's when she texted you back. Right, now I get you. Now I'm with you. Yeah, so she would have been sat in the living room. I think she's watching YouTube, but she's not watching this live. I think she's I know she's been getting into a bit of a fad where she likes to watch the ASMR stuff So like the sort of slime making, like the ASMR slime making videos. Like I know she watches quite a load of them, or if she doesn't watch them, she's usually watching like the what ones is it? It's like the rug washing. Oh, there's like a YouTuber who, or there's like a company that does like rug washing and stuff, but they YouTube like all the, well, they do YouTube videos on like some of the rug cleans that they do. Rachel like put them on and literally like watch them. Have I missed? Yeah, I have obviously missed a big step, haven't I? Yeah, I put the HRC bit on, completely forgetting step 92, which is to. Oh no, I did step 92. Oh no, step 92 is like the two other odd bits on the tops there. Yeah, it's that one, and I need another one of the semicircular bits. There we are. And then that one goes on there. Semicircular bit goes on up there. And now I need. No, I need another one of those other ones. That's it. On those ones and another semi-circular piece. There it is. I watch gaming videos, vlogs, and anything else I see, and live streams. Yeah, I mean to be fair, I mean I guess you didn't even realize that I was doing YouTube live streams of like Lego building until I put the Instagram post up, and you were like, "Oh, actually, I didn't like. Oh, he's doing YouTube live streams of Lego builds." I'll put in. I mean, to be fair, like I said, originally I wasn't gonna worry about live streaming these Lego builds because I want to. Because obviously, this channel is the original channel that was called CMP, like literally just called CMP Official. So it's still the original channel that I've had for years, because this is still the original channel that you featured in with Rachel and myself when I did the Foods of the World, which was supposed to be a 2-part series, but part 1 was recorded, part 2 was recorded, but part 2 corrupted and I lost the video footage for it. So part 1 was like the only part that ever made it onto the channel. Because I know there was like other plans I was going to do. I was going to do like the mystery boxes from what was known as Beaches of Cream, but it's now known as Candy World. I was going to do like mystery boxes from there, but that never happened. But yeah, and then I was like, well, CMP Official, like the name, okay, as well as it's good, like it doesn't really have much of a purpose because it was going to be like gaming bits / other bits, but I was like, right, okay, do you know what? I'll change it into something else, and then I changed it into Joystick Journeys. Because I thought, well, Joystick, that's all harks to the fact that I'm a gamer and stuff like that, and then Journeys because I want to go out and do journeys and stuff, go and visit places that I've not been to or all that, and I want to do like hotel review bits and bobs. Well, like a hotel / town city review thing. But that was all put in place to have the moped to be able to do it. But because I don't have that yet, it means that part is that sort of part of the plan's been put on ice. So I'm thinking to myself, right, what do I do until I've got that? I need to sort of find something to sort of fill the void and keep the channel at least looking like it's active and actually doing something. So I thought, right, well, if I do the YouTube lives of me building the Lego Speed Champion sets, if people enjoy watching these and stuff, I may do, more YouTube lives of me building other sort of Lego sets and stuff. Fair enough, I could have done the Suki Honda S2000 from Fast and Furious, but that was one of those where I just completed the Technic set and I was like, oh, do you know what? I'll just quickly build this, not worry about YouTube live in it, and just get the set banged out and done. And that's essentially what I did. It was the same with the F40 as well, that I've built. It was just one of those. It was like, right, yeah, just get it done, get it built. Right, won't worry about this, that, or the other. But I mean, as I said, if people enjoy watching me build the Lego sets, I'll do the Lego sets more often. I'll actually live stream them, because I know the Artemis Rocket one will be like, that won't get done in one YouTube live. That will have to be probably over a good 5, maybe 10 days, probably even longer than that. I don't know. I generally don't know how long something like that's going to take me, but I have a feeling that that's going to take quite a while to do. To do the Rocket one when I do get my hands on it. Right, these are going that way around. Just so right, I saw the post. I remember that video. It was so funny. Yeah, it is still up on YouTube. I've not taken it down. I'm pretty sure I haven't taken it. I'm pretty sure it is still up on YouTube somewhere. Well, I say on YouTube. It's on the channel. It's sort of deep within the channel somewhere. So I know the thumbnail's easy one to find. Rachel's got her red, a sort of red hat on, like her red sort of Easter bonnet type hat on, which I'm pretty sure she's still got. I'm pretty sure I've seen it around the house somewhere. Pretty sure she still has the hat. She doesn't wear it outside, but I know she's still got the hat around somewhere. But yeah, I had a feeling like you'd come across the YouTube lives just purely because of the post I put up on Instagram. Put the post on Instagram, and you're like, oh right, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I need to do more of that. I need to do more sort of social media posting and stuff like that, especially to help the YouTube channel and all that. But I'm just one of these that I don't really bother with it much, because I think that it's not really gonna help out too much. But I mean, if I had someone that was more like had their head screwed on better than I do in regards to social media posting, and ultimately someone I could trust to be like, right, here's, take charge of my account, help me take pictures for Instagram, to take video for TikTok and whatever, and help me help me on that side of things. Someone who's more inept at social media posting than I am, then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, help me out. I could be like, right, I'm going to do this, blah 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 blah. Can you put a post out to notify people? They put a post out. I can then focus on the other things that I need to do, and bish bash bosh, you know what I mean? Right, so that's those Red Bull stickers on. 29 and 30. What we doing now? We are. Oh, damn me, I'm yawning. Excuse me. Oh, this is the trouble. As I said, with sort of mugginess and humidity and stuff, it gets to me, and then it starts to wear me out. Right, so those are just the tires left in there. I watched it the other week as I saved it to a playlist on here so I can find it. Well, I mean, why not? Why not save it? Save it, give you an opportunity to watch it over and over again. Yeah, definitely good times. Nearly forgot two little red bits. There we go. Right, so first off, I need one of them. One of those red studs that goes on there. Right. Right, so now with these tiny little, I've got these two little black bits here, and they have little red. I can only assume are like little red Pegasus, like sort of Pegasuses on them, like little red Pegasus horse on. And looking at the instructions in the book here, it's saying that I've got to have the one that has the sort of wings that way and with the head facing that way. The two bits that I've got are exactly the same. They're like the same orientation and everything. So I have a funny feeling the other bits, or like the other orientated bits, are probably like still in the bag somewhere. Which is fine. So it means I haven't lost anything. So that one goes on there, and then that one is going to go up across the top there. So with the fact that that's like that, that means that that one will go on like that, and then that one will go, get it lined up, that one will go on like that, and then if I get the one that is in the other orientated, the other way, the other direction, that's it, there we go, and then that one could go back in there. And I need stickers. Sticker. I need stickers, but I'll take a sticker. Right, I need sticker 31 and then 27. So 31 is that one there. Well, it wants to come off. There we are. So this one is going on. So sticker 31 is actually going on this one here. So that's going on like so. And then 27 is going to go on the other side. There we go. Just pop them over there, keep them out of the way. I see you got the tweezers tonight. Yes, I managed to locate the tweezers. Because I'm not going to lie, the tweezers make applying the stickers, especially the smaller stickers, a lot easier. It makes life hell of a lot easier to apply the smaller stickers, just tweezers. So if you ever do put my teeth in. If you ever do get hold of Lego sets that have stickers and they've got particularly tiny stickers, and when I mean small stickers, I'm sort of talking like the ones that I've got left. So kind of like the buy bit sticker that's here, Again, you're not going to be able to see it fantastically clearly because, unfortunately, it's just a cheap ass webcam I've got. But you've got like a Rauch sticker that's here. As I say, you've got like the Bybit sticker that's there, and then obviously like one of the last of the Hard Rock stickers which are there. So you've got like little stickers like that. Having tweezers is just so much easier because then you can peel the sticker with the tweezers and then be able to like carefully place it down, especially if you've got to put it in a very awkward place on a model. It just makes life a lot easier than trying to sort of like stick it down from your finger, especially if you have long fingers like I have. But if you're unfortunately like my wife and you've got slightly chunkier fingers, then it makes trying to apply stickers using your hands a little bit more fiddly than it needs to be. So tweezers come in very handy, and they're cheap anyway. You go like either like Boots or Superdrug or probably even like Poundland and pick tweezers up for like £1. Probably just like a little over £1. Fair enough, you won't probably get just one tweezer on, and you may get like a little set of them or something. But end of the day, they do the job. Yeah, it does help. Just got to then remember to put it in a safe place, because once you lose tweezers, it's like losing a nail when you're doing DIY or something like that. You lose a nail, that's it. You're spending about 6 weeks trying to search through the carpet for it. Right. So now we actually have the Bybit stickers. So for that one on the left there, I need 25, which is that one. So it goes on there. And this one is going to go on the other side. But yeah, the stream on Monday was a little bit longer than planned. That's only because there was like a couple of breaks in between. But this one, we're pretty much no breaks. We've just gone all out. Just sat down, chilled out, just flying through it. Right. So now we connect that up into there. That's now got to come all the way through when it wants to. There it is. That now goes on that side. Nearly forgot to do it, but we just take the other Hard Rock sticker. This is the trouble when you happen to be left-handed. I've tried to do things right-hand, like I've tried to do things like writing with my right hand or placing things with my right hand, and it just never happens. I'm very dominated, like very left-hand dominated. Like if I try to do right, it just doesn't. I just feel like I can't do anything but left. I'm like, oh yeah, bam, 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 which is odd, but yeah, just extremely left-hand dominated. Says a lot. Right, so we'll take the caps out. I got a set of two from. I got a set of two from TK Maxx the other year. The other year, tweezers. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can get like tweezers pretty much anywhere if you know where to look. Right. So I need that one. I also need not that one with Pegasus on it, not that one with the rain light on the back. I just need a plain black. There we are. And I need one of those, but I need the other way around. It's the other orientation, but let's take that one out. Take that one out because I'm going to need them. Take that one out. That should. Yep, that's the one I need. So those three can go together. And these three can go together. So this one needs to go there. That black square goes onto there. Right, time for the final stickers. Right, which one goes on which side? 21 goes on this one. Although it does say in the instructions book that 21 goes on this side. So that's all right. So that one goes on there. Might as well just build the other side. So then all I've got to do is just attach it in. And then that will literally be. I so want to make a joke about which hand you are. Then if I'm eating things, I'm left-handed. If I'm writing, I'm left-handed. To be fair, even if I eat like a bag of crisps, left hand. If I drink, usually I'll have the cup or the glass in my right hand. Not right hand, sorry, in my left hand. It's like cup of glass will be left hand. Tweezers for sticker application, left hand. If I'm eating a bag of crisps, left hand. If I'm eating a bar of chocolate, usually like I'll have like the bar in the right hand, but I'll like if it's like the ones that you break into sections, left hand. If it's just a like smaller bar of chocolate, it's usually left hand. If I go to turn the keys in a door, left hand. I don't know why. I'm just everything I do, left hand, left hand, left hand, left hand. Just left hand dominated, very left hand dominated. Right. That's those sort of little barge board bits. Right. Now we're on to the final two steps. Yeah, final two steps. So let's get the wheels. Put the rubbish in the box. Right, now I need to organise the tyres. So I've got to do the two biggest tyres first. So don't need those ones. Oh no, this is telling me to do the two smaller tires first, right? Okay. Usually, they tell you to do the biggest tires and then do the smaller tires. Smaller tires. I say smaller tires, but it's like in regards to like the size of them, like you could kind of see that this one is slightly thicker than this one. Usually it tells you to do these ones first and then these ones, because the thicker tires go on the back with the thinner ones on the front, and it's usually you do those two first, then these two. But the Red Bull cars, I guess you're doing the tires backwards. That's how they want you to do them. So, two little red studs. I saw the F1 movie. Had its New York red carpet the other day. Yeah, it had its premiere, had its New York world premiere the other day. Well, I saw sort of snippets of it, but yeah, I'm off to see that on 25th. I'm going to the Odeon in Norwich. I'm going to the Riverside one. So I'm not going to the Odeon that's up near Castle Mall. I'm going to the Odeon that's down at the Riverside. So I'm going there, and I'm going to be in one of the fancier theatre rooms to watch it. So it's not going to be a standard theatre room. Or like one of the sort of standard theatre rooms with one of the sort of comfier seats in there. I'm going to watch it in the proper full-on luxe suite. So it's a posh theatre room with a nice proper comfy seat, which I think also has like, it's got like a proper drinks holder side, and I think it also has like a little I think like the seats, like the seat in front of you will have like a little fold out tray that sort of like pops down, so you get like a little tray that you can put like your food on and stuff. Tell you what, it looks sick. I mean, I thought something like that was going to be like a lot of money, but I paid like 15 quid. It was like 14 plus the booking fee. So I was like, oh, win. So yeah, so I'm off to see that in Norwich on the 25th. So definitely looking forward. I saw the Barbie movie there. Yeah, now see, Barbie's not really my cup of tea. As much as I like Margot Robbie, Barbie movie just never. It's just not my thing. It's not my scene. But I'll definitely go to see the F1 movie. I've got the playlist on my phone and everything. All right. So that is that one done. So that's that book complete. That's that Bible. Well, I say Bible, but it's not fully complete. I just got to get that set registered and claim my Lego Insider points for it. But there we go. The Verstappen mobile has been completed. So that is that's set number 6 out of 10 done. Which, to be fair, is actually quite nice. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that one is the least amount of steps I've done in regards to the F1 cars. I'll tell you how much I'm getting into the whole building Legos and building the Lego car sets. There's all the books. Well, all the books barring one, which is the Bible of the Technic Ferrari, because the Technic Ferrari is like nearly, well, it's not as thick as all of these, but it's probably about the thickness of these 3 books, and it's about like sort of like those 2 books sort of put like side by side. It's chunky. It's a proper big book. Actually, let me see if I can find it. There it is. Yeah, I mean, some of you would have already seen this from the other day, but yeah, I mean, there we go. If I line them up so the books are like got their binders on the back, that's how big that one is compared to those ones. The fact that it hangs off the edge. But yeah, I mean, this one is absolutely gigantic. But yeah, it's 456 steps to build the Technic. 456. It's weird how some have more steps than others. Yeah, I think it's just based on how many parts the pieces have, to be fair. So the Red Bull is 106 steps. And what I like as well is that you got like, well, that's how the picture of that one looks. It's got it sort of like at an angle, but with the Red Bull, they were like, I'll come in a little bit closer. How like the Red Bull one, they've gone like, oh, we'll take a picture of it from like a top-down view with the F1 logo up in the corner, and then this one's just like Speed Champions, bosh. But that one doesn't mention anything about Speed Champions, and like how like the back cover, it's just Lego F1 Oracle Red Bull Racing, but on the back of this one, it says about like giving your product feedback and win stuff. But yeah, so 106 steps is what Red Bull is. The Aston Martin is oh no, I tell a lie. The Red Bull is actually more steps than the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin is only 99 steps. I know, nearly 3 hours. I know, Harrison. I know, but we've done. So Red Bull 106 steps. Aston Martin is 99 steps. I'm not going to worry about Suzuki's Honda S2000 because it's not an F1 car. We're not going to worry about the Ferrari F40 because that's not an F1 car. We just want to know, in regards to the F1 cars, how many steps each car is. The Alpine, funny enough, is only 91 steps. So this one's got less steps than that one. That one's got less steps than that one. The Ferrari is, when I can find it. So the Ferrari is 102 steps. So 91, 99, 102, 106. So at the moment, actually, the Red Bull one is more steps than these 3. But I've got 2 more here. I've got the Haas and the Mercedes. I think it might actually be a case of that the Red Bull might actually be more steps than the others. Just double check. Right, yes, so 99 steps for the Mercedes. So that's the same amount of steps as the Aston. And then the Haas is oh no, okay, so the Haas ties with the Red Bull on steps. So the Haas and the Red Bull, yes, so the Haas and Red Bull both 106 steps. Mercedes and Aston Martin are both 99 steps. The Ferrari is 102 steps, with the Alpine being only 91, was it? can't remember if I said it was like 91 or something like that. Yeah, 91 steps. So, in actual fact, the Alpine is the shortest step car. So I've done 6 sets altogether. So these are, I'll lay them all out. So all 6 sets are what I've done so far. The Alpine has the least amount of steps, and the Haas and the Red Bull actually have the same combined total number of steps. So these are both 106 steps. 102 for the Ferrari. It's 99 steps for the Mercedes and Aston Martin, and then 91 steps for the Alpine. For comparison, for the comparison, the Ferrari F40 is 103 steps, so it's just 1 step more than its F1 car counterpart. But the Too Fast, Too Furious Honda S2000 is actually more steps than the Haas and the Red Bull, because this is 114, if I remember. Yeah, 114. So 114, 106, 106, 103, 102, 99, 91. I don't know how many steps the other ones are because I haven't checked their booklets to see how many steps they got, because those are still fresh in the box. They haven't had their boxes cracked open yet to have a look inside. So let me get these all neatly put back in a pile. What we'll do is put those in under like that. There we go. Having like a little library of instructions. I'm pretty sure I've registered the Suzuki car. I know the Ferrari one's registered. I believe the Suzuki one's be registered. The Aston Martin, I don't think I've registered yet. So let me actually take that one out. Flip those around. Because I might actually do that while I'm here. Got everything running. I've got my phone next to me. I can go onto the old Lego website and get the sets registered. Because with Lego Insiders, for every set you register, you earn 20 points for each one you register. And then those points you can then obviously put towards things like I think you get like money off or something like that, which is pretty cool. Right, I just remembered I need to QR code scanner. There we go. I was going to say when my phone wants to scan the QR code. Register the Aston Martin. No special occasion. Was the set from online retailer, because that's one I got off of Amazon. Yes, that's that one. That's that one scanned. So that now takes me up to 1,034 points. Where the hell did I get an odd few points from? Let's see. Current points 1,034 points earned since joining 1,034. Okay. Show me all here. Product registration 20 points. First purchase bonus points 650 points. Product registration. That's where the odd 24 points has come from. That's where the odd fours come from. 10th of the 6th, 2025, which was the Tuesday, which is when I bought the Suzuki Too Fast, Too Furious Honda S2000. I got 224 points for that. 20 points. Yeah, and then obviously registering them all is 20 points. Yeah, Lego purchased 224. So I could have got 224 points if I used my Lego Insiders to on the Technic SF24 when I bought that prior to the 10th. But no matter. But yeah, first purchase bonus points, 650 odd points. So yeah, so I'm up to 1,034 points. But then once I add the Red Bull, that'll take me up to 30, 40, 50, 1,054 points. Register set for myself. No special occasion. Red Bull 1 came from online retail because that was part of the Amazon bundle that I purchased, because I purchased 6 of the Lego sets via Amazon. I could install the Lego app on my phone, but I'm not going to. Yes, money off. Exactly, money off. Right, so Sena now got 1,054 points. Win a Lego Masters Academy trip. No thanks. But yeah, so 1,054 points I'm up to. So by the time I've registered the other 5, how many sets we got left? Oh no, sorry, 4. By the time we do the other 4, what's it? 60, 74, 80, 94, 2004, 2014, 2034. So I'll have 2,034 points by the time I've registered the other 4 sets up. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right. Let me get these books put away. But yeah, somebody's telling me I'll tell you what I am tempted to do. I am tempted to get an LED strip light and add it into the display case with the Speed Champion sets in, because the display cabinet didn't come with LED light strip in there, or like LED lights. in there, but I might look at actually getting like an LED strip like that I could put in there just to give the case a bit of a a bit of backlight, but not an LED strip like that needs to connect into like a mains power socket. I'll see if I can get one of those LED strip lights that are long enough that I could fit around the inside of the display cabinet. Because to be fair, I want it to sort of go up the right hand side, go across the underside of the top, and then down the opposite side, so it all lights out from the sides and the top. Do that, but have it so that it operates off of like batteries, like off of a couple of AA batteries or something. Because then I can put the battery housing like on the underside of the display cabinet or onto the side of the display cabinet, so it's easy to access to be able to sort of switch it on and off. And then obviously when batteries die, be able to quickly change the batteries around. That's like a idea, but yeah, there we go. So that is, put that one up near the front. So that is the Red Bull done. Yes, money off or insider rewards. Yeah, exactly. So that's that one done. So the the 4 I have left is I have the sister team, the Racing Bulls. I have another Mercedes power unit one, which is the Williams. And then the other 2 I have are, let's move that one to the back. I've got Sauber left to do, and this sticker kind of gives it away where I managed to purchase it from. I purchased it from WH Smith, but this was bought on the Milton Keynes trip, or one of the 2 Milton Keynes trips. And I've got the McLaren to build as well. So those are the 4 left. So I've got 4 sets left. 4, count them on my fingers, 4 left to do until I'm out of Lego, and then probably end up getting very quickly bored because I don't have anything to build. Because I'll be out of Lego sets, and then I'm like, I need to make a purchase on the Lego store, or I need to go to the Lego store and see what there is for me to build. There are a couple of options, as I touched on. I want to build the Nissan Skyline from Fast and Furious, the grey Skyline. So Paul Walker's blue Skyline. They did do an orange Supra from the Fast and Furious, but I've only seen the Technic version. But I know somewhere there is a Speed Champions version, which I think it became a retired set. So that one's a bit of a hard one to find. I did find Dom's Charger. I found Dom's Dodge Charger from the Fast and Furious films, which became a retired set in regards to Speed Champions. So that's another one I'm looking at getting, which when I looked is reasonably cheap. It's like just under 30 quid, something like that. There are a couple of other ones I want to get. It's like I'm tempted to get the Star Wars ones. I'm tempted to get a Star Wars Millennium Falcon, but not the like £500 set one. And I think the one I want is like a couple of £100. It was just like the smaller scale Millennium Falcon. I want to get that one. I want to get the Dark Falcon version as well. I want to get Kylo Ren's helmet and Darth Vader's helmet to sort of build out a Lego. So those are ones I want to do. And yeah, I'm tempted to get an R2D2 as well and a C3PO, but I'm a bit sort of like, because that's the other question is that with those, I want to get them, I want to build them, but then I don't have anywhere to store them. So I need to sort of get myself some storage space so I can have somewhere to house them. Never been to a Lego store. I tell you what, it's good. Going to a Lego store, you generally feel like a big kid going into a Lego store because you'll go in. Well, the one we went to, which is in Milton Keynes, you go in, you've got Lego sets on your left, you've got Lego sets on your right, you've got little sort of shelf bits in the middle, you've got sort of displays in the shop windows as you go in. The staff that we've met that when we went into the Milton Keynes stores, been very, welcoming and nice and friendly. You have a question, you can ask them. They're happy to answer it, especially if you're sort of looking for a particular set and you can't find it. They may be able to sort of let you know whether they're selling it or whether you will have to buy it on, through their online store or not. But it's definitely worth going. I will say this: the Milton Keynes one was a little underwhelming because myself, Harrison, and Mr. Bidsy, when we all went last week, despite the fact that me and Harrison went like a few days before that, but that's beside the point. When we went, we did find it a bit underwhelming because we was expecting it to be like more of a proper big sort of department store-esque size. So probably the equivalent of the Smith's Toy Superstores in Norwich. We was expecting it to probably be on that kind of scale, sort of like a big, massive superstore. Just nothing with Lego, nothing but Lego inside. But it was quite a small store. So I say small, it was like a generically sized sort of type of store you'd expect for like a shopping mall, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you still go in there, you still sport for choices because you've got, all the Harry Potter sets, all the Disney sets, Star Wars, Titanic, all the sort of city skyline sets, like, the racing car, like all the sort of car sets. So yeah, you do go in there and you do get sport for choice. But yeah, in regards to people of Lowestoft, the closest Lego store is Milton Keynes. Because I know obviously there's a Lego store down in not Covent Garden, sorry, in Leicester Square in London. Because I know there's one down there. But yeah, those are like the two closest to Lowestoft. It's London and Milton Keynes, but it turns out the Milton Keynes one is actually closer to Lowestoft than what the London store in Leicester Square is. Weird. I know it seems weird, especially when London's only around 120 odd miles away from Lowestoft and Milton Keynes is around 140 odd miles. But the Milton Keynes store is closer than the London one. But I think that's purely because the London one's like pretty much smack bang in the heart of London. It's like right in the sort of city centre of London, whereas the Milton Keynes one, the shopping centre it's in is sort of, it's within Milton Keynes, but it's like not right in the city centre. It's like a little bit sort of just out of the way of the main sort of city centre area. So it's not too bad. I mean, I'll tell you now, you sport for parking because there's plenty of it, like especially around the shopping centre. There's tons of parking. Fair enough, it's like all pay and display, but definitely sport for choice for parking. But yeah, Milton Keynes is definitely the closest one to us living in Lowestoft. Like that is going to be your go-to one if you ever actually go to a Lego store to go and take a look. I think most Lego stores are small. I know there is some medium-sized ones, but never seen a large one. Yeah, to be fair, I think like the larger ones are going to be more sort of like European-based. To be fair, but yeah, I guess Denmark think that people in Britain aren't as big a fan of Lego as those in Denmark or whatever. I think the flagship Lego store in Denmark, I think that is a proper like super store. Like I think there's like a proper sort of like IKEA sized one where it's like absolutely huge. But yeah, I know there was something I was going to look up. What was I was going to look up? I know it was Lego related. I can't remember what it was I was going to look. I generally can't remember. Well, it'll come. It'll probably come back to me. I was going to look something up on internet about sort of Lego things, but I can't quite remember what it was. I was going to try and look up. I would say I would have done a YouTube live poll on what set to do next, but to be fair, when there's only 2 people watching, doing a YouTube poll is pretty pointless. Because I would have done a poll like, "Oh, what set do people want to see me build next?" I mean, there's only 4 left to choose from, but yeah. So what I've built a red car, a white car, sort of predominantly black with a bit of pink and blue, a black car and a green car, and now a navy blue car, not navy blue, red and yellow. At least it's going to go on one of the shelves that's vacant anyway, because there's going to be one shelf that's dedicated to both Red Bull cars because they both have a Honda engine. So yeah, I think. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. It's mugginess in this room. My fans being defeated by the mugginess and stuff. And I mean, not only that, it is like sort of gone 20 past 10 that night. So yeah, I might do this one. I might do the McLaren one next, being as it's the only one that's papaya and black. I would have said orange, but if I called it orange, McLaren fans would have probably sent me hate mail and everything, and I don't want that. So I better call it by its official color name, which is papaya. So I may do the McLaren because at least it's something different, because like I said, I've got 2 sets still to build where both cars are blue. Obviously one's like a sort of like sky blue with red and silver, and then the other one's like a sort of royal blue. So yeah, I think people get sick of seeing a blue, like me doing a blue car and then another blue car and then another blue car. Which is why the second live stream I did, which was the Alpine, I did that because it's like, well, it's a blue car, but last year's Alpine was predominantly black with a bit of pink and blue on it. So yeah, it's essentially Mercedes engine, Ferrari, Honda, Mercedes. So they've all got different engines, but I've got 2 that are Mercedes engine left to do, 1 that's a Honda engine, and 1 that's a Ferrari engine left to do. Those are essentially the options. So if I do the McLaren, that leaves 1 with a Ferrari engine, 1 with a Honda, 1 with a Mercedes engine. Because Mercedes engine is like the preferred choice through most teams last year. Do you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So potentially tomorrow, if I remember to live stream and do it, and if I have time to do it, I will live stream this one, building the McLaren tomorrow. If I don't do it tomorrow, I think it was today, 18th, which is, what day is that? That's Wednesday, so we're midweek already. Jesus. So yeah, so this one will be tomorrow, which is the 19th. If I remember to do, so if I remember to do it tomorrow, if I remember to do it tomorrow, I'll do the McLaren on the Thursday. Friday, chances are there won't be a YouTube live stream of Lego builds on the Friday, primarily because I'll be streaming over on Twitch, because I'll have a league race on Assetto Corsa in the mixed GT. Yeah, in the mixed GT race, which is probably one of the most confusing league races I'll ever do, because the system they're doing for that is the faster drivers are in the slower cars and the slower drivers are in the faster cars. So as I'm in the faster driver category, I'm in the slower car, which is the GT4s, whereas my teammate, which is a slower driver, he gets the GT3 car. So it's very confusing, but that's how they're sort of doing it. And it's Silverstone we're racing at as well, so that's going to be pretty amazing. And there will be the race rig. I'll have the race rig set up. Although when I stream onto Twitch, I don't usually have the webcam rolling. I'll just usually have the game capture, and then you saw like I stream essentially what my point of view is, which is my onboard. It's essentially effectively like a dash cam, but all the capture is in game. So yeah, so Thursday is going to be this one, McLaren. Friday no stream. Saturday maybe depending if I get time to do it between getting home from work and like being like, right, I need to now go to bed to be awake for work the next morning. So potentially Sauber on the Saturday, ? If not, probably Sunday. If I do the Sauber, if I do complete this one on Saturday, then I'll probably do the Racing Bulls on the Sunday and have that one done. And then effectively the Williams will be done Monday, which will be the 23rd. But if I forget to stream tomorrow, McLaren, obviously Friday I won't do one unless I do one early in the day. Saturday, Sunday potentially won't be any Lego stream days on them, depending on how I feel after work and if I can squeeze a stream in. But ultimately, if there's no stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday on YouTube for these sets, then it will likely be, say, 19th, 23rd, 24th, which will be Racing Balls. Then no stream on the 25th because I'll be watching the F1 movie unless I stream when I get home after watching it. I don't know, but if not on the 25th, then the Williams will be the 26th, which will be after that. But yeah, that all depends. I mean, who knows? I might end up doing a random YouTube live on the 25th of like my journey up to Norwich to go and sort of get my ticket and go and grab my seat ready to watch the film. And then obviously I won't be live streaming when the film's on and stuff like that, because the last thing I want to be doing is getting kicked out, like, because of them thinking I'm fucking doing piracy shit or whatever. But yeah, but then I could probably sort of do like a video afterwards and give my thoughts on the film and stuff. So there's a sort of YouTube video idea there, potentially, maybe, if I remember to do the recording and stuff. But anyway, guys, that's enough of me waffling on about plans that may come to fruition, may not come to fruition. Who knows? Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, be sure to leave a like if you haven't done so already. Be sure to subscribe if you are new around here. But yeah, next one is going to be the McLaren. And yeah, enjoyed building this one. 106 steps, all complete. Now to pull it into its pride of place in the display cabinet with the other F1 Speed Champion cars. As that's filling up with space very, very quickly, and the shelf was only put up today. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you may be. And yeah, make sure you got the notifications on as well if you are subscribed, because then that way you'll get notified when I do go live with the next one. And obviously, if you subscribe, you'll see it. And I may end up putting a post on Instagram if I remember to do it, or if I decide to do it. I just didn't do a post today because I completely forgot to be fair. But yeah, take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week, your day, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow, if I remember, for the McLaren build. And then that will get us down to 3 sets remaining once we've built this bad boy. Take care, everyone. See you all soon.